Alright guys, welcome back to some more Umineko and they cry. We are here to solve Bern's puzzle this part. Now, I noticed after the last part that I couldn't save my game file here. So my latest game file is from before this before this part began. So yes, unless I select and identify the culprit, I cannot save my file, which means I have to identify the culprit soon, maybe, or something. You know what I mean? Well, I have to identify the culprit before I'm able to shut off my PC. So let's try and do that. Now, between last part and this part, it's only been a couple minutes between last part and this part, and while reading out my own logic, I noticed something a little bit sus that I wanted to tell you guys. And here we have the non-culprits that I said were non-culprits based on them being dead. It has a couple of flaws. So firstly, Kumasawa's Purple says that Eva, Hideyoshi, Rudolph, Kirie, Rosa, and Genji, 6 people in all, were lying there covered in blood. It never says that they're actually dead. And the reason why I start suspecting Kumasawa's Purple is because of Shano's Purple. The death of each parent was confirmed by their own child. It wasn't confirmed by Shano herself, but by their own child. Now, if you look to the end of the game, there's 3 children remaining. There's Battler, Maria, and George. And if any of those 3, or if all those 3 are culprits, then they could all be lying about confirming the death of their own parent. Okay? The only one who actually died was Jessica. So we can rule out Cross and Nazi, sure, but Eva, Hideyoshi, George could be lying about them being dead. Rudolph and Kirie, Battler could be lying about them being dead, and Rosa, Maria could be lying about her being dead. So my logic is actually flawed. Genji's the only one who's confirmed dead, that is going to Kanon's Purple, because Kanon said that him and Nanjo confirmed Genji's death. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna scratch out everybody that I just wrote except for Genji. And Kumasawa's Purple, I feel like, is lacking. They were all lying there covered in blood. That doesn't mean that they're dead. Genji's the only one who's actually confirmed dead here. So, however, one thing that's important regarding this too is the red truth here, because and the red truth by Bern. Where is it? Here. The group sealed the room at the time they left. She's talking about Nazi's room. No culprit joined the group as they left. Also, all of the seals on Nazi's room, the dining hall, and the mansion itself will never be broken. Meaning, if Hideyoshi or Eva were alive, for example, or if Rudolph or Kira were alive, just like in the Tea Party, if Rudolph or Kira were alive, just like in the Tea Party, that would mean that let's see. That would mean that they couldn't escape from the let's see. Let's look at the red truth again. They couldn't escape from the mansion before the seals were put up for the mansion. They would need to escape the mansion before the seals were put up. All the seals are not Nazi's room. The dining hall. They would need to escape the dining hall before the dining hall was sealed. So that's important. So, yeah, the only one we have as a non-culprit, based on them being dead, is Genji. If we choose to trust Kanon and Nanjo's Purple. Okay. Now, let's check Purple again by person here. No, wait, by chapter. By person. Now, the second Twilight murders were Cross and Nazi. who can confirm that Cross and Nazi were dead? Okay. Right? Who can confirm that Cross and Nazi were dead? So, Jessica, can you confirm that your own parents are dead? I searched all over the room looking for a clue. In the end, I found that the windows and doors were all locked, making it a locked room. We made sure that no one would be able to enter or leave until the police arrived. Okay. Well, okay. George, second twilight, no second twilight. Batter, second twilight. Dr. Nandro checked their pulse, then he had announced that the two of them had died instantly. Okay, so according to Batter, they both died. Then, we did the same to the dining hall. We also sealed the dining hall in the same way. Okay. Okay. So according to Batter, again, I'm not sure I want to trust so much. I don't want to trust Batter, George. Again, I don't want to trust anything Batter, George, or Maria says because they're the ones alive at the very end. So if they're culprits, we're done now. Do I write down what Batter says anyway? Can Nandro confirm? Does Nandro confirm that they died in the second twilight? Correct. I confirm. Okay. I confirm both of their deaths. There can be no doubt that they had died instantly. If you choose to trust both if you combine Nandro and Batter's truths, then we're still concluding that the entire mansion itself should be preserved. We also sealed the mansion itself, and all of us took refuge in the guest house. I'm gonna write down this purple. This means that Nazi, in my eyes, Nazi and Cross are dead. If we choose to believe that both Batter and Nandro seen the truth here, so Nazi's dead and Cross is dead, and I'm gonna write down. Nandro and Batter's purple, because what this means is that if they really died, then Nazi did not lie when she said that she destroyed Genji's master key, and Cross did not lie when he said everyone get in the dining hall, and after inspecting the interior of the dining hall, we determined that all the doors and windows have been locked. We get a locked room. It's clear that no one is hiding. So if Cross really died in Second Twilight, this purple truth statements are purple truths, are red truths. If Cross and Nazi really did die in the Second Twilight. Again, this is if you choose to trust Nandro and Batter here. Nandro's is a big player here. Nandro being a culprit or not changes everything, because he's the one that's going around confirming corpses, so he's huge. Okay? Okay, let's see. Where is Nandro? Okay, Nandro. I confirmed. Okay, wait, Nandro's purple. I'm gonna write down Nandro's purple, and then I'm gonna write down that. Nandro's purple. Purple. I'm gonna write this down to remember, because if you find out that there's something suspicious about Nandro or Batter, then we can scratch this purple truth later. I confirmed both of their deaths. There can be no doubt that they died instantly. According to, and then Batter says Dr. Nandro checked their pulse, then he announced that two of them had died instantly. Dr. Nandro checked their pulse. Then he announced that the two of them had died instantly. Now, Batter's words alone, I don't trust, because he's one of the survivors at the end. However, the fact that Nandro backs him up is big. But one thing that I find interesting here is that Batter says Doctor not reject their pulse. Then he announced that they told them that instantly. Battler continues to say, then we did the same thing, same to the dining hall. We also sealed the dining hall in the same way. Now if you go to Udanjo, note that it says correct in white. And then follows on with the purple. Just saying. So, now does not say that all of what Bat was saying is correct. He's only confirming that he confirmed that they both died based on their pulse. Or not based on their dose, but he only confirmed that they both died. He did not confirm that Battler's purple is correct. So, sus Battler and sus that... Okay, and he's one of the survivors at the end. Sus. We also sealed the dining hall in the same way. Can anyone else confirm that y'all sealed the dining hall? Because the dining hall is where the first twilight happened. Right? Let's not forget. Bern's threat says... Ooh. Actually, Bern's threat says... the group sealed the room at the time they left. No Culprit joining the group was... Okay, whatever. Also, all of the seals on Nazi's room, the dining hall, and the mansion itself will never be broken. Can anyone confirm Battler's statement that they sealed the dining hall in the same way? Can anyone else confirm this? No, you two died. You two died. Jessica, can you confirm what Battler's saying? I searched all over the room looking for a clue. I found... Okay, windows and doors were locked. Okay, I'm sure the culprit left some sort of clue. Okay, we wish that no one... Okay. Okay, that doesn't have anything to do with the dining hall. This says nothing to me about the dining hall. Okay, George, can you confirm the dining hall? No, because you go straight to the fourth twilight. And George is sus anyway. I don't want to trust what George says anyway. George is one of the suspicions I have. That's what the knowledge is there. Can... Nanjo of course doesn't say anything about the dining hall. Mario, do you say anything about the dining hall? Looks like all of this instantly, okay? But I don't trust Mario either. Ah! Because Mario's one of the survivors. Sorry, Mario. If you're the culprit, my bad. If you're not the culprit. Put duct tape all over the outside of the doors and windows, sealing them. Nothing about the dining hall. Nothing about the dining hall. Shannon, anything about the dining hall? After getting everyone's permission, I unlocked the door. All those servants were together the whole time. Okay. Nothing but the dining hall. Cross-summon Nazi lay sprawled on the floor inside the room. Yes, the narration said the same thing, didn't it? So, Alpha servants can prove now for all the other servants. Okay. Gora. The dining hall was locked up. Okay, that's from before though. Did you all seal the dining hall afterwards? They unlocked the door with a master key. A terrifying sight awaited me inside. Madame's room was locked, it's just like the dining hall. Okay? But you don't say anything about sealing the dining hall, do you? Kimosawa. She says nothing. Extremely sus, Battler. Extremely sus! We also sealed the dining hall in the same way? Sus that. Yeah, I'm not trusting anything Battler says ever again. I'm sorry, Battler, you're my goat, but extremely sus that you're the only one that can confirm that the dining hall is locked. Because the only people, in fact the only person who confirmed died in the first twilight is Genji. Hideyoshi, Eva, Rudolph, and Kirie could very well be, and Rosa, could very well be alive. And if the dining hall isn't sealed, they could have gone out. We avoid Bern's threat truth. Wow! And if Battler is extremely sus, I'm sorry to say, but Kirie and Rudolph would also be sus here in this case. But to be fair, Bern did say to cut off the motive. You know what I mean? To cut off the motive and the how. Just focus on the who it is. In which case, fair enough. But sus Battler, I ain't trusting anything Battler says. Nothing suspicious found inside the dining hall? Yeah. I don't trust anything Battler says. What else does Battler say? Anyone could have killed her. Okay. To turn out, anyone could have killed her besides John. Who's she talking about here? Could have killed her besides John. Wait. Oh, he's talking about Shannon, right? But didn't other people vouch for what Batter's saying here? Couldn't Maria vouch for that? Who? No, George. Didn't George vouch for this? I was forced to acknowledge that she was dead. I prayed that she was still alive, however I was forced to acknowledge that she was dead. Battler says that anyone could have killed her besides George Oniki. So, George could have killed her? What does Jessica say? George Neeson got upset, so we all went outside to look for them. Later on, we learned that George Neeson alone had an alibi. At least regarding Sean's death, it was impossible for George Neeson to be the murderer. Okay, so Jessica vouches for what Battler is saying there. That it was possible for George to be the culprit regarding Sean's death, and Battler agrees. Okay, what else does Battler say? Because I'm already sus of Battler. Well, we have been busy keeping a look at it and looking up and all that. Once again, none of us has an alibi. None of us has an alibi. That's impossible. No master keys exist anymore except the 2 keys on the 2 people who lie dead here. That could be a fat lie. If Battler's saying it, that could be a lie. Again, he's the only one vouching for the dining hall being sealed. I don't know, man. 7 Twilight, and look at this. Simply put, this proof that Dr. Nandra didn't leave the guest house. Okay, sus that. Sus that. That's regarding Nandra's death, right? The 3 of us were together the whole time. George, Nikki, Mari, and I couldn't have killed Jessica. That's a lie. Can anyone vouch for that? Can anyone vouch for that? 8 Twilight. There's no way she could live through this. The 3 of us couldn't have killed Jessica. But Mari's sus too, though. I'm sorry, but Maria is sus as well, because she could be a culprit 50 years in the future. A murderer. Jojo Nisa can kill an adult, he could kill a kid though. George, what do you say? Poor Jessica-chan, she probably died instantly, as if Maria-chan could kill someone. Maria-chan couldn't kill anyone. George vouches for Maria. That Maria couldn't kill anyone. But that could be a lie if George is the culprit. Maria... Maria vouches for all 3 of them. So sus on Maria as well. She also couldn't have killed Jessica. And Batter says this too. But we're sus on Batter. We are sus on Batter. Okay. Moving on. Moving on. Do you have everything we need from the 2nd Twilight? Okay. So, according to Nandra's purple, which is backed by Batter's purple, Nazi and Cross are dead. So, okay, let's move on to the 3rd Twilight then. Okay. 4th Twilight. No, okay. 3rd Twilight. Does anyone talk about the 3rd Twilight? Gosh darn it. 2nd, 4th. Oh right, of course. We skipped from the 2nd to the 4th. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. Okay. Next is the 4th Twilight. Who died in the 4th Twilight again? Shano died in the 4th Twilight. Okay. George Nisan got upset, so we all went outside to look for them. Later on, we learned that George Nisan alone had an alibi. At least regarding Shannon's death, it was impossible for George Nisan to be the murderer. This doesn't confirm that Shannon died though. It doesn't confirm the time period that Shannon died. That's another thing. The time that they died. Okay. Regarding Shannon's death, it was impossible for George Nisan to be the murderer. Okay. But what do you say about the 4th Twilight? Anyone could have killed her besides George Oniki. Okay, I don't trust that. Nanjo, what do you say? I also examined her and confirmed her death. Okay, well, since we're already trusting Nanjo when it comes to Nazi and Cross, let's trust Nanjo when it comes to Shannon's death. So, we can remove this later if we find sus of Nanjo. But Nanjo himself died later, so... Shannon... Let's say Shannon can't be the culprit, because Shannon is examined dead by Nanjo. So Nandra's purple. I also examined her and confirmed her death. That means that what Shannon says is truth, perhaps. And canon. Shannon, canon. Because if Shannon's not mine, then canon's not mine. Okay. Anyone else can say about something about the fourth Twilight? Not you, Maria. Kumasawa, can you say? No, Kumasawa, you died. Yeah, let's see. Gora says something. Okay. When the two of them left, we were busy checking the locks around the guest house. So, not one of us has an alibi. We should the master key Shan-san held on the spot, okay? Gora is saying this, however, it does not vouch for Shannon's death. Does anyone vouch for Shannon's death? Anyone vouches for George to not be the culprit? Okay, George vouches for it. Okay, George vouches. George vouches Nandra's purple. George's purple. I was forced to acknowledge that she was dead. Okay, so two people vouch for Shannon and Canon being dead. Does anyone else vouch? And we can't click on any of the red people because none of them is spoken in purple. Yeah, they died, so whatever. Okay, Kumasawa. Okay, nobody else can vouch. So, are there 17 people first? 3, 6, 9, 12 plus 5 is 17. Yes, that's correct. Okay. So, let's assume that that George's purple and Nandra's purple. Let's assume that both of them are the culprit at the same time. Then Shannon and Canon are all speaking the truth. So let's see what Shannon and Canon say. The death of each parent was confirmed by their own child. Even if this is true, the children could be lying about their parents' death. So Rosa could be lying. Okay, fine. After getting everyone's permission, I unlocked the door. Okay. Shannon's saying this in red. All of us servants were together the whole time. So the servants all have alibis for the second Twilight. Confirmed. At least if you go about the logic that both George and Donjo aren't the culprit at the same time. If they are, then we'll come back and find the flaw later, if that's the case. Kano, what are your red truths? Dr. Nanjo and I confirmed that Genji-san was dead. Okay. Okay, and Nanjo vouches. It was such a terrible way to be killed. Doctor, no one examining a body will reach one conclusion. If Nanjo is innocent, that means this is red truth. Which means if Shannon's telling the truth, then any one of the children confirming their parents' death or anyone else's death is telling the truth. But again, that's a big leap of judgment. Okay. But he doesn't vouch for Canon saying that. Okay, Dr. Nanjo that confirmed the Genji-san was dead. Nanjo doesn't vouch for that though. Do you, Donjo? No. But let's assume that Canon is let's assume that Canon a lot of assumptions need to be made, but okay. If you assume that Shannon really did die there, then we have second Twilight. Cross summon and not summon lay sprawled on the floor inside the room. All of us servants can prove an alibi for all of the other servants, and Shannon agrees with this. Yeah, also with Cookie. So servants have alibis. And Cross and Nazi really did lay sprawled on the floor across the room. And according to Shannon, she had to unlock the door, which means the door was locked when they went to cross Nazi's room. Okay, that's the 4th Twilight, and that's the red shoot that we get from it. 5th Twilight, 5th and 6th Twilight. So, Gordon Kumasawa's death. Now, Jessica says, like hell they could survive after this. Goro-san and Kumasawa's son are both dead. According to Jessica, all of us, in other words, the 4 cousins and Dr. Nanjo couldn't have killed Goro-san and Kumasawa-san. Interesting. Interesting. Can anyone vouch that Gora and Kumasawa are dead though? George, can you vouch? I guess that someone might have snuck in, so I checked around it, but the guest house was still completely locked up. Gora and Kumasawa are both dead. All of us, in other words, the 4 cousins and Dr. Nanjo couldn't have killed Gora-san and Kumasawa-san. Partner, do you vouch? None of us has an alibi. No master keys exist anymore except the 2 keys on the 2 people I dead here. Maria, what do you think of the 5th? You don't say anything regarding that. You're deaf. Wait. No, wait. No, okay. Judging by these wounds, Goro-san and Kumasawa-san died instantly. I believe. Okay. Big. Okay. Goro and Kumasawa. Goda and Kumasawa. Okay. Does that mean we can trust everything Goro and Kumasawa say? I don't know, but we'll write their names down. Because Nanjo can vouch. Nanjo's huge. Nanjo's just a giver of information, bro. Now, if Nanjo's the culprit, that obviously eliminates everything, but let's go with it for now. Nanjo's purple. Judging by these wounds, Gora and Kumasawa died instantly. And I believe such a reason to that. And George vouches, right? No, who was it that vouched for that? Jessica, I think. Yeah, Jessica. Jessica vouches. Okay, let's write Jessica's purple. Jessica's purple. Because again, if remember that there can't be. Someone can't create an alibi by using an accomplice, right? Wait. There can be 2 culprits, sure. But someone can't manufacture an alibi because of a rule. What? Wasn't there a rule that someone can't manufacture an alibi? Characters who are not culprits cannot cooperate with a culprit. Ah. But if they're all culprits, then they can't cooperate. So that doesn't matter. That does not matter. Never mind. Never mind. But again, if 2 people vouch for something, it creates a stronger validity. So that's why I'm gonna vouch. I'm gonna write this down. So Jessica's purple was. Let's see. Gora and Kumasawa are both dead. Are both dead. I've written that down. The 4 cousins and Dr. Nanjo couldn't have killed Gora and Kumasawa-san, but nobody else vouches for that, right? Only Jessica vouched for that. Does anyone else vouches? Because yeah, he only confirms that they died, not that the 4 of them couldn't kill those 2. right? Battler doesn't say anything. None of us has an alibi. Wait, that's a contradicting statement. We have been busy keeping a lookout and locking up and all that. Once again, none of us has an alibi. It's impossible. No master keys exist anymore except the 2 keys and the 2 people who lie dead here. Battler says none of us has an alibi, but Jessica says the four cousins and Dr. Nanjo couldn't have killed Gora-san and Kumasawa-san. Those are contradicting statements. Okay. Okay, seventh Twilight. He's dead, he's been killed. They're talking about Nanjo here. There be circumstances, Maria battled Jojo-san and I couldn't have killed Dr. Nanjo. Can anyone vouch for Nanjo's death? This is pretty... Okay, I don't trust Battler anyway. I don't trust George either, but can you vouch for his death? Even I can say for sure that this was an instant death. In the first place, no one could kill Dr. Nanjo inside the guest house. Okay? So Nanjo and Jessica both vouched that Nanjo died. Buddy, do you vouch? Excellent, perfectly. Nobody else vouches. Well, nobody else can vouch at this point. It's only George, Jessica, Battler, and Maria that are left. But we'll write it down anyway. We'll choose to trust either one of George or Jessica, especially because Jessica ended up dying. So let's choose your justice for now and write down Nanjo's name. Because if we write down Nanjo's name, everything Nanjo says is red truth, which is huge. If that's true, everything Nanjo says is red, huge. So let's write that down. Nanjo. Okay. He's okay. Jessica's purple says he's dead. He's dead. He's been killed. And she continues on with more purple, but I can't trust that because nobody else vouches, right? Everyone else just talks about how it was locked up. Yeah. George says, even I can say for sure that this was an instant death, so... George's purple. George's purple is, I gotta write that down white. Why is that bit white though? Why is there a bit that's white and a bit that's purple? I don't know why, but that could be sus. Even I can say for sure that this was an instant death. Okay. Last but not least, we have Jessica's death. So for Jessica-chan, she probably died instantly. According to George, Jessica died instantly. So does anyone vouch for Jessica's death here? Mother can kill anyone. Do you vouch for Jessica's death, Battler? George, Ladiki, Maria and I couldn't have killed Jessica. The three of us were together the whole time. George, Aniki, Maria and I couldn't have killed Jessica, says Battler. George, what do you think? Is she dead? Yeah, you said she was dead. Maria, do you vouch? There's no way she could live through this. Write that down. I'm writing down Jessica. There's no... Both... Jessica, I'm writing her down. Because Maria's purple says... There's no way she could live through this. The few of us can have killed Jessica. George, and he can kill an adult, he could kill a kid though, okay? George says, she probably died instantly. And those are all the deaths, okay? As vouched by at least 2 people. Okay? So, Nanjo's death. Okay, let's put it like this. Okay, if for Nanjo to be lying, in his statements, Jessica would need to be lying, George would need to be lying, and Maria would need to be lying. All 3 of them would need to be the culprits. Could Jessica, George, and and Maria be culprits simultaneously? Doubtful, right? Doubtful. What does this mean? I would like to treat Nanjo's words as red truth. And if that's the case, we're cooking. If that's the case, assuming that there's no way Jessica, George, and Maria are the culprits all at the same time, right? There's no way, because Jessica confirmed Nanjo's death, and so did George. And now both George and Maria confirmed Jessica's death. All 3 would need to be culprits for Nanjo. George and Maria would need to be culprits for Jessica to not have died. Let's say they both are. Then Jessica would need to be a culprit to lie about Nanjo's death. All 3 would need to be culprits. That sounds a bit ridiculous. Unless the cousins all teamed up together to like, hey cousins, let's go kill the family. That's unlikely. Okay? So Nanjo's red spoken purple is red. Let's go with that. So Cross and Nazi are definitely dead. Alright, which means everything Cross and Nazi says is true. We also see the mansion itself, and all of us took refuge in the guest house. This is facts. I also examined her and confirmed her death. So Shannon dying is facts. Which means everything Shannon says and canon is facts. Wow! This leap of logic that I'm making here is big. Judging by these wounds, Gora-san and Kumasawa-san died instantly. That's also fact. So Gora, Kumasawa, Shannon, Kanon, Nanjo himself, Cross, Nazi, and Nazi. These seven, not only do they speak facts with their purple, they're also not the culprits. Huge information. Huge information. My suspects are currently George, Battler, and Maria. Battler from earlier because he's the only one that confirmed that the dining hall is sealed, which means now I don't know if I want to choose to trust Jessica yet. Could Jessica be a culprit? I mean, if both Maria and George are culprits, then Jessica could be a culprit still, which means her purple truths are not red truths. That's hard. I don't want to make too big of assumptions and go down the wrong path. But okay, we have a lot of information here. The definition of culprit is one who murders. It is possible for a culprit to lie. It is possible for a culprit to lie even before committing murder. Characters who are not culprits only speak the truth. Characters who are not culprits cannot cooperate with a culprit. Okay. A culprit must carry out all murders directly by their own hands. A culprit must not die. A culprit must be among the characters in the story. Purple statements are absolute as red truths. However, a culprit can lie with purple statements. And narration doesn't lie. So, Genji's not a culprit, Natsu's not a culprit, Shannon and Kano are not culprits, Gora's not a culprit, Nandra's not a culprit. It's also likely that Jessica's not a culprit. Likely. But not impossible. Both Maria and George are culprits. So what do we have here? What else to investigate? What to investigate now that we know this much? What else is there to investigate? Cross is speaking facts. He's gotta be speaking facts. I haven't get in that hall. The dining hall. We didn't the hall rooms. Locked and doors and windows have been locked, making a locked room. No one is hiding. Nazi. Show Genji's master key. Okay. Everything Nando says is facts. Shannon speaking facts as well. So she had to unlock the door to get in. The death of each parent was confirmed by their child. This is facts, however, the children themselves could be lying. Alpha servants for okay, Canon. Dr. Umineko confirmed that Genji was dead. This is facts. And the key is destroyed. That's also facts. Ross and Nazi, someone lays forward. Okay. And the servants all have alibis for this, for the second Twilight. So, at least for the murder of Cross and Nazi, it could not have been Kanon, Shannon, Kumasawa, Gora, or Genji. Well, Genji's dead, so of course not. But it could not have been these four. And you put duct tape all over the outside of the doors and windows ceiling. Is there any way for me to narrow down the culprit anymore? Let's go back. We've been looking at the checking purples by person so much. How about we check purple by chapter? Maybe find more hints in there. Okay. So, first Twilight. The dining hall was locked up. Of course, there is a lock on the door. Wait, unlocked. I knocked, but there was no answer. That's when I arrived. Okay, so both Gora and Kumasawa are speaking fact, by the way. That's when I arrived. I recommended that he try unlocking the door, just in case. Gora, speaking fact. When I unlocked the door with the master key, I terrified the slider waiting inside. When I unlocked the door with the master key, I terrified the slider waiting inside. So, okay, Gora, wait, okay. Kumasawa, Eva, Hideyoshi, Rudolph, Kirie, Rosa, Genji, lying there covered in blood. Again, covered in blood does not mean dead. Even if Kumasawa is speaking facts, he could be speaking facts. So they were actually in there at the time. But then, one or multiple of them could have been alive afterwards. Everyone gathered in the dining hall afterwards. Where did they die again? In the dining hall, right? Everyone gathered in the dining hall. Cross is speaking facts, so this is red truth. Okay? Everyone was shaking them desperately. There was a chance they might have been alive still. I agree with Jessica. There is a chance they might have been alive still. The death of each parent was confirmed by their own child. Okay, that don't have to be true. If either George, Batman, or Jessica are culprits. Canon. Dr. Nando confirmed that Genji is dead. Genji is actually dead. I believe that. Dr. Nando, when examining the body, will reach the wrong conclusion. That's okay. Because the reason why. It's because if, let's say, George is the culprit, he will not reach the wrong conclusion, but he can still lie about his own parents being dead. Looks like all the victims died instantly. Okay. Maria says. Maria does not necessarily speak facts though. Unfortunately for Maria, she does not speak facts. Okay. Cross speaks facts. He says, after inspecting the interior of the dining hall, we determined that all the doors and windows have been locked, making a locked room. Okay. Let's think about this. Okay, that's fine. If the culprits or one of the culprits or whatever was inside the dining hall at the time, they could have killed the other people and then locked the room from the dining hall from the inside. So this works. Nothing suspicious was found inside the dining hall. Don't trust Batter. George, of course, there was no one hiding in the dining hall either. Don't trust George. Naturally, all of us are here right now. It's clear no one is hiding. Trust Cross. Okay, this is fact. Okay, so George is speaking facts. I was gonna say, don't trust Batter. Don't trust George. Okay, I trust Cross. It's clear no one is hiding. Okay, so no one is hiding. All of us are here right now. I trust Cross. I don't trust George. Next. Gendy's master secure is destroyed. I trust Nazi, so I trust this. We know how the master keys work. Okay, let's move on to the second Twilight. Nazi crosses room. Madame's room was locked, it's just like the dining hall. I trust Gora. Shannon. After getting everyone's permission, I unlocked the door. Okay, I trust Shannon. Cross and Nazi someone's place sprawled on the floor inside the room. I trust Canon, and I trust that Cross and Nazi really did lay dead. Okay? Pattern. Dr. Nandro checked their pulse. Then he announced that two of them had died instantly. I don't trust this, but I do trust this. I confirm both of their deaths. There can be no doubt that they died instantly. I trust Nandro. So they really did die. Which is why I trust everything that Nazi and Cross had said before then. But I don't trust Batter saying this, that he checked their pulse. Okay. Jessica, I searched all over the room looking for a clue. In the end, I found that the windows and doors were all locked, making it a locked room. I relatively trust Jessica. Not 100%, but I trust Jessica. So, the windows and doors were all locked, making it a locked room. The servants all have alibis. Let's assume that Jessica maybe can be trusted. Maybe. Let's go with it. Could one of the survivors of the first Twilight come over here, kill Cross and Nazi, then hid in the room? Is there a possibility? No, I'm pretty sure that's been denied. Alpha servants were together the whole time. Alpha servants can prove alibi for all the other servants. All the servants have alibis. Okay, cool. We put duct tape all over the outside of the doors and windows, sealing them. Okay. I'm sure the culprit left some sort of clue in the stream. We make sure that no one will be able to enter or leave until the police arrive. Okay. Then we do the same to the dining hall. We also see. Okay, I don't trust this. I don't really went through that. We reached the conclusion that the entire mansion itself should be preserved. We also sealed the mansion itself, and all of us took refuge in the guest house. I do trust this, so they did seal the mansion. So if there were any survivors of the first Twilight, it's very doubtful that they were capable of killing Cross and Nazi. So the survivors of the first Twilight most likely escaped the mansion before Nandro said this, that they sealed the mansion. Let's keep that in mind. Okay. Right, windows are unusable. Okay. The culprit of the first fight has definitely killed 6 people. Even if they didn't kill 6 people in the first Twilight, they could have killed 6 people eventually. You know what I mean? Seals on the room. The group sealed the room at the same time they left. No culprit joined the group as they left. Also, all the seals from Nazi's room, the dining hall, and the mansion itself will never be broken. Yeah. So how did Nazi and Cross die then? all the seals are not his room, the dining hall, and the mansion itself will never be broken. So the dining hall never had a seal to begin with, assuming that Battler is a culprit. So then it's not locked. It'll never be broken, but because there are none. But Nazi's room is sealed, and so is the mansion, because we trust Nanjo, and okay, wait. And do we trust Maria? We don't necessarily trust Maria or Jessica though. There is a very good chance that Nazi's room isn't sealed. The mansion is sealed, but Nazi's room. Is there anyone other than Maria, Jessica, or Battler, or George that can confirm that that Nazi's room is sealed? Yeah, it's locked, it's fine, but is it sealed? Locking is one thing, sealing is another thing. Nah, I feel like if both Maria and Jessica are vouching for it, both of them can't be the culprit at the same time. The fact that they're vouching each other makes people believe what they're saying. Battler's the only outliers because he's the one that's saying that they sealed the dining hall. Maria and Jessica are the ones saying that they make sure no they don't actually do the reason why. So, alright. It seems to me like we can trust Maria, Jessica, and Nanjo, but not Battler in this case. At least from this, because they're vouching for each other. So I'm gonna do that. So then, how can we explain the death of Cross and Nazi, and the fact that the door was locked? If they did seal it afterwards. Could Nazi and Cross have committed suicide and locked the door? Is there a truth going against this? Is there a truth saying that they can't commit suicide? Because killing yourself does not make you a culprit, does it? Also, Connell's death is set in red, by the way. So if Connell's death is set in red, that also confirms Shannon's death, which means everything Connell and Shannon says is automatically true. Okay, so there's no red truth saying that you can't commit suicide. Could it be that not Cross and Nazi went to their room, locked the door, and committed suicide? Sure, killing someone else and lock yourself inside. But what if they did a joint commit suicide? Because how else would Cross and Nazi have died? The servants all have alibis, so none of them whoever locked the room locked it from inside. So regarding the second Twilight, unless both Maria and Jessica are lying and they're both culprits, both Nanjo and both Cross and Nazi would need to commit suicide. Right? I'm trying to think if there's any other way they could have died, could have been killed. Because let's say a survivor from the first Twilight came over and killed them, then locked themselves in the room with them and hid. But then they sealed it, and there's also red shoes saying that no culprit joined the group as they left. And sealed Nazi room will never be broken. So Cross and Nazi must have committed suicide. I can't think of a way. Yeah, no. They gotta have committed suicide in my opinion. I can't see. I can't see how. Man, sorry for being silent for so long. I've been deep in thought, and I've been reading all the red truth I've written down. By the way, I've just been reading all the red truth written down, and I just can't seem to find a way for the Nazi Cross to be dead, other than for him to have committed suicide. I can't find anything. I'm struggling, y'all. I'm struggling. I was going well, but I don't know how. Okay, let's leave Cross and Nazi alone for now. How about that? Let's go to the fourth twilight. Shannon can't vanish. Okay. Okay. How did you theorize this again? Okay, so Jessica says Nissan got upset, so we all went outside to look for him. We found Shannon's son lying there in the rose garden. Oh, poor Shannon's son. I prayed she was still alive, however, I was forced to know that she was dead. Of course, I was examining her and confirmed her death, so Shannon's dead, okay. When the two of them left, we were busy checking the locks on the guest house, so not one of us has an alibi. Cora says none of them have an alibi. George goes round, okay. Mari says George can kill her. Ooh. Later on we learned that George Nisa no one had an alibi. At least regarding Shannon's death, it was impossible for George Nisa to be the murderer. And Batter agrees. Anyone could have killed her besides George and Umineko. So both George and Batter vouch for this. Okay? So George didn't kill Shannon specifically. Prevent the group from any mischief. Okay. So Shannon's key and Connor's key is gone. Okay. He's dead, he's been killed. Even I can prove that his death. Everything's locked up perfectly. How did it happen if this is a locked room? Impossible. Judging by the circumstances, Maria, Back, George, Nisa, and Kanak couldn't have killed Dr. Nandri. Maria claims this. George says, in the first place, no one could kill Dr. Nandri inside the guest house. And look at this. Simply put, this is proof that Dr. Nandri didn't leave the guest house. So don't trust what George and Batter are saying. No one could kill Dr. Nandri inside the guest house could be a lie. Someone could kill Dr. Nandri outside the guest house. And Nandri could have been outside the guest house. She'd probably die instantly, there's no way she could live through this. The three of us were together the whole time. George, Aniki, Maria and I couldn't have killed Jessica. The three of us couldn't have killed Jessica. Maria vouches. So, as if Maria-chan could kill anyone, Maria-chan couldn't kill anyone. Could kill someone. Kihi, thanks. Jojo Nishan couldn't kill an adult, he could kill a kid though. If you choose to trust Maria's words there, that means George is not a murderer. Which means George can't be the culprit, right? Can we define the definition of culprit is one who murders? But the only kid in the island is Maria. Okay. The only kid on the island is Maria. So if you choose to trust what Maria says, that George can kill an adult, that means George is innocent. But do we choose to trust Maria though? Maria could be a culprit. That's the problem! I'm trying to think. So George and Maria vouch for each other. If George and Maria vouch for each other, can I suspect the both of them to be working together? And they're both the culprits. Now they can't work together. Of course they can. Can they? Kids are not culprits. Okay, wait. A culprit must carry out other murders directly by their own hands. A culprit must not die. A culprit must be among the characters in the story. Characters who are not culprits cannot cooperate with a culprit. Yeah, sure, but if both George and Maria are culprits, then they cooperate with each other. That's fine. So if both George and Maria are culprits and they're cooperating to kill everyone else, then I can't trust this. The three of us couldn't have killed Jessica. But Battler also says that they can have killed Jessica. If both Battler and Maria vouches for that they can have killed Jessica, that means an outsider did it. Someone that we thought was dead, but isn't actually dead. And can we confirm that? Wait. Can we confirm that, oh man. Yeah, is there confirmation that Cross announced that there is? Nandro confirmed their death, didn't he? He announced that the two of them had died instantly. I confirmed both of their deaths. There can be no doubt that they died instantly. Okay. So, which characters, if we choose to trust Battler and Maria vouching for each other that none of them could have killed Jessica, that means someone still remaining that we thought was dead, that isn't actually dead, killed her. And who could that be? It can be Genji, not Nazi, not Shannon, not Kanon, not Gora, not Nanja, not Jessica. Okay? It could be it can be Nazi and it can be Cross. So who could it be then? Who do you have remaining? We eliminated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 characters. It's doubtful that it's Jessica. We have Battler, George, and Maria. They could have done it. It's gonna be the first Twilight victims. So it's gotta be one out of Eva. One or more out of Eva, Hideyoshi, Rudolph, Kitty, and Rosa killed Jessica. One of these 5. Okay. Is there anything else that can get me closer to the truth here? Do you reread the story with the knowledge that we have now? Or do we not? And the narration doesn't lie to us. Let's choose to trust everything Jessica says. Because both Maria and George vouch for her death. What new answers do we get? The windows and doors are locked, making it a locked room. So, you can confirm that Crossnot's room was sealed, Jessica. And you can also confirm that the windows and doors were locked when you went into it in the second twilight. We all went outside to look for Shannon and Connell. Okay? We learned that George Neeson had an alibi. At least regarding Shannon's death, it was impossible for George Neeson to be the murderer. Choose to trust Jessica. George didn't kill Shannon specifically for Shannon's death. Lamb said that with this information we have now, we can pinpoint the culprit, which I think is absolutely crazy. I think that's actually crazy that we can somehow pinpoint who it is based on just this information. I feel like I'm missing things. Come on, I mean, think. And the thing is, it's like, it depends on who we choose to trust and who we choose not to trust. It was possible for George Neeson to be the murderer. At least we got Shannon's death. The four cousins and Nodro couldn't have killed Goren Kumasawa-san, which, just like Jessica's murder, tells us that someone other than the five killed Goren Kumasawa. I guess that someone might have snuck in, so I checked around, but I guess it's completely locked up. His dad has been killed. She says that none of them could have killed Dr. Nando. Maria battered George and I. Okay. Yeah, to me this confirms that there's someone that faked their death in the first twilight, most likely, and is actually the culprit going about killing peeps. That's what that purple confirms to me. Right? Because okay, for Nanjo, they're saying that Jessica's saying that none of them could have killed Nanjo. Jessica's saying this. Right? That none of the people we think are alive could have killed Nanjo. For Jessica, Battler and Maria both say that none of them could have killed Jessica. And yeah. No, for Goren Kumasawa, and Kumasawa, it says the four cousins and Dr. Nando couldn't have killed Goren-san and Kumasawa-san, according to Jessica. Since it's been repeated so many times, it leads me to believe that someone is still alive in the first twilight. So, who do we sus? I want to reread the story, but I want to have a proper sus before I read the story. Who's the most suspicious? My biggest suspicions are Battler, Madia, or George, but I have to pick one of them for being the most suspicious. I still have lingering suspicions of Battler based on what he said in the fourth twilight. Um, sorry, second Twilight. Battler said that we also sealed the dining hall in the same way, right? And because I think the culprit has to be someone that based on Nanjo, Gora, Kumasawa, and also Jessica's deaths, that leads me to believe that the dining hall couldn't have been sealed. So let's reread the story with Sasan Battler, I think. Because this dining hall statement I think is very weird. Do you reread the story again with the information we have now? I'm Sasan Battler. There could be multiple culprits. So Battler's the culprit. Okay? What would Battler be lying about? Nothing special was found in the dining hall. Okay, not to confirm that though. We also see the dining hall in the same way. Anyone could have killed her besides George on the key, but someone else vouched for that. None of us has an alibi. That's cap, I guess. No master keys exist anymore except the 2 keys of the 2 people like that here. This weird that Dr. Nanja didn't leave the gas house. Okay. Let's reread the story with knowledge that the culprit isn't Genji, isn't Nachi, isn't Cross, isn't Shannon, isn't Kano, isn't Gora, isn't Kumasawa, isn't Nandro, isn't Jessica. And that all these characters are speaking facts, they're speaking truths. Yes, I've chosen to believe that Jessica's not the culprit here as well. Considering, another reason why Jessica's probably not culprit is because she's not hiding. Yeah, it's most likely either Battler, George, or Maria, because Jessica wouldn't be concealing her own parents' death, right? One out of Battler, George, or Maria would be. And because I'm sus of one of the first Twilight victims actually being alive, Jessica obviously didn't check her own parents' death in that case, because they didn't die in the first Twilight. But let's reread the red truth again, just to refresh your memory. All doors can only be locked or unlocked with a master key. Of course, it is supposed to lock from inside. In this game, we consider master keys to be the only keys that exist. There are 5 total, held by each servant. It's supposed for them to be stolen, handed over, or used by any human other than themselves. All the windows have steel bars on them. You're supposed to enter or leave the windows. They can seal the mansion by sealing the 2 doors, the front and the back one. The culprit of the first Twilight has let me kill 6 people. The group left sealed the room at the same time they left. This is across the Nazi room. No culprit joined the group as they left. Also, all of the seals on Nazi's room, the dining hall, and the mansion itself will not be broken. From now on, Connor is treated as having been killed. Also, Connor's master key is treated as having been destroyed. In other words, there are no lies in the dialogue in the narrative text. Bern is saying red that Connor has been killed, which means that Shannon has been killed, which means that Bern is directly confirming red that they're not the culprits and that they're speaking facts. There are notes in the dialogue narrative text, and Lambda says it's possible to identify the culprit with this information. The definition of culprit is one who murders. It is possible for a culprit to lie, it is possible for a culprit to lie before committing murder. Characters who are not culprits only speak the truth. Should I go with the assumption that, let's say Maria killing someone 50 years in the future doesn't make her a culprit in this game? Should I go with that assumption? Because one who murders, but it doesn't specify when. Especially when you have a rule saying that a culprit can lie before committing murder. So, what's up with that? Characters who are not culprits cannot cooperate with a culprit. A culprit must carry out all murders directly by their own hands. The culprit must not die. A culprit must be among the characters appearing in the story. Purple statements are absolute as red truth. However, a culprit can lie with purple statements. Okay, let's reread the story now with the information that we have. First Twilight, sure. Ready the first flight was discovered at 6 a.m. in the morning of the following day. Gora, who had woken up to get breakfast ready. Okay, and the narrative doesn't lie. Went to check on the adult siblings, who had remained in the hall since the previous night because of the family conference. Okay.
死体発見時のこと話してくれ。
Okay.
食堂は施錠されていました。
Alright.
確かに食堂に鍵はついていますが、普段施錠することなどありません。ノックしたのですが返事はなく。
Okay. The usual remain unlocked. Okay.
そこに私が来たのです。万一のこともあるから鍵を開けてみたらと勧めたのです。
マスターキーで扉を開けると中は恐ろしいことに。
エド様、秀吉様、ルドルフ様、キリエ様、ローザ様、そして源氏様の計6人が血まみれになって倒れていたのでございます。
それであとは大騒ぎだ。全員が食堂に集まった。
Okay. Cross is speaking facts, so okay.
思い出したくもありません。それぞれの親の亡骸にすがり泣き叫ぶ子供たち。
ひょっとしたら生きているかもと。みんな懸命に揺さぶってたぜ。
しかしダメでした。お子様方はそれぞれ自分の親が間違いなく死んでいることを確認なさいました。
僕と南條先生は源氏様が死んでいることに確認しました。
むごたらしい殺され方でした。私でなくとも誰も検視は謝りません。
犠牲者はみんな即死だったろうね。
I don't trust Maria. Okay. I don't trust Maria, like I said. The culprits. If the culprit is Maria and Grosso together, that's a possibility. Maria and Grosso are working together. So I don't trust Maria.
食堂内を調べた結果、扉も窓も全て施錠され、密室であったことが分かった。
Okay. Inspect the interior of the home. We determine that. Cross is speaking facts. Okay.
そして食堂内から不審なものは何も見つからなかった。
So just like Maria, we don't trust battery either here.
もちろん食堂内に何者かが隠れているということはなかった。
We also don't trust George, of course.
隠れるも何も。私たちは今ここに全員がいるではないか。誰も隠れていないことは明白だ。
We trust Cross confirming George's statement that no one is hiding. Okay.
でも父さん、となるとおかしいよ。殺された6人、食堂は密室。
Okay, you really listen to them talk. I don't have. Is it okay for real if I cut out their statements? Because, whatever.
どうやって殺して逃げたんだ。
考えたくはあります。マスターキーを持つ使用人。
6人を殺し、マスターキーで施錠して食堂を出た。妥当な推理だ。
That's definitely not what happened. I don't agree. Since I'm gonna
マスターキー以外の方法で外から施錠する手段は
存在しない。赤き真実。すべての扉の設置。もちろん部屋の内側からはマスターキーがなくても。
だそうよ。他に質問は？
マスターキーの他にも各部屋固有の鍵があるはずでは。本来ならでも赤き真実マスターキー以外の
つまりこのゲームに登場する全ての施錠は
そうなる。実にシン
となれば次はマスター5人の使用特別な方法でマスターキーは常に身につけられておる。
なんだそれ。それはもはや鍵ってより
面白い。つまりこのゲームの世界ではマスターキー云々ではなく
源氏さんのマスターキーを回収しようとしたんだ。どうに
後のトラブルを予防するため源氏のマスターキーを破壊しておき。
That's facts. Okay. Seems for the fully locked room to dining hall. Okay. Okay. So far, see for the first twilight. So far, see for the first twilight. One of the 6 within the dining hall, or multiple, who knows, killed everyone else that needed to be killed, then acted like they were dead. Nothing denies that, we're good. Genji's a guaranteed death of the first twilight. Yeah, Genji's a guaranteed death of the first twilight. Hideyoshi, Rosa, Hideyoshi, Eva, Rosa, Kitty, and Rudolph are still suspicious. Let's go to the second twilight. Okay. They return to the parlor after this. Oh! Okay, so everyone returned to the parlor. Given time, this gives time for the culprits to escape from the dining hall. Okay. Okay. Okay, crossing to it. So, okay, remember Ramin? The servants all have alibis. Okay. Okay. Everyone had it there. Everyone had it there. The narration is saying this. Everyone except for the first 12 victims, of course. And it was locked, gosh darn it. Mm-mm-mm.
皆さんの許可を得て私が鍵を開けました。
部屋の中にはクラウスさんとナツヒさんが倒れていました。
And the narration agrees with this. The narration literally said, "Not cross the Nazis lines sprawled on the floor." So the narration more or less kinda confirms that they died. But that doesn't mean that they're dead, but still. Nandro now confirmed that they're dead. The second twilight is tricky. I don't know how to solve this. They must have committed suicide because I don't know how else. Even if one of the culprits is someone from the first twilight, how would they then go about killing Cross and Nazi and locking Nazi's room if all the windows are locked? And if they can't escape through the windows anyway because Bern confirmed in red that the windows are still barred, they could only escape through the room, door of Nazi's room. And nobody was hiding in the room.
はい、私が2人の死亡を確認しました。あれは間違いなく即死でした。
私は何かの手がかりがないか部屋中を探し回ったよ。
Let's choose to trust Jessica. Let's choose to trust Jessica. This might be a mistake, but I'm gonna choose to do so.
その結果、窓も扉も完全に施錠されていて密室だったことが分かった。
またしても密室。またしてもマスターキーを持つわ。
しかし奥様に疑われていた私たちは互いを見張り合っていたのです。
私たち使用人全員は常に一緒におりました。
僕たち使用人全員はそれ。
こりゃ面白い。今度はさらに完璧な密室だっていい。
最初の密室には、そして今度の密室には、この世界ではシエプソの使用人たちのアリバイが完璧である以上、夏日。
僕たちは現場を保全すること
They must have committed suicide. They decided to observe the crime scene, and they all confirmed it. Yeah, nah, they must have committed suicide. I can't think of any other way they died. I can't think of a way if the culprit is someone from the first file, I can't think of a way they went to Nazi's room. Especially knowing that it's sealed and nobody broke the seals. It's gotta be.
外からガムテープでベタベタと窓や扉を封印したよ。
We don't trust Maria, but we do trust Jessica, and Jessica's about to confirm what Maria's saying.
きっとこの部屋に犯人の警察が来るまで絶対誰の出入りもできないようにした。
Yeah. Jessica confirms what it's saying, which leads me to believe that yes, it is sealed.
隣で俺たちはさらに食堂も同様に封印した。
Now this could be a lie, or this could be truth, because maybe before they see the dining hall, the culprits of the first time could have left. So maybe what Bat was saying isn't necessarily a lie. That might have been a quick call for me. But it still could be a lie. I don't know.
そもそも屋敷自体を保全するべきではということになりました。
So if the culprit is someone from the first Twilight, they must have escaped from the mansion before they all reached this conclusion. They must have escaped from the mansion.
屋敷自体にも封印をし、
屋敷全体に窓全部をはしごをかけて。
ゲームが全ての窓にはよって玄関と裏口の2つのと。
なるほどな。
どうかな。
夏日おばさんの部屋にいた2人をノックをして開けてもらう。しかしその
施錠は使用人全員には。
使用人全員が。俺はそれより第一の番号。
The servants can't all be in it together. That makes no sense. I agree with Batter. The first Twilight has been suspicious.
食堂で死んでいた6人の誰かが生きていて
エリカの影響。どうも剣士ってやつを疑わずにはいられねえ。
つまり最初の食堂の
ああ。そしてその後クラウス夫妻を殺した。
I agree with the first part. I can't agree with this part because how?
そして内側から施錠し室内に隠れて木を見て逃げ出した。
I agree with the first part. I can't agree with them killing Cross and Nazi.
赤で語る第一の番の犯人は確実に6人を殺している。ならばわらわも青き真実で追密室の正体を考慮。犯人は内側から施錠し夏日の日、そして一同が退出した後木を見て脱出した。
The culprit locked the door from inside and hid
いいわ。赤で否定する。一同は体質と同時に部屋を封印した。その体質に犯人が加わるの。そして夏日の部屋、食堂、屋敷のすべての封印は決して破られることはない。
Never be broken.
ってことはつまりペットに
なかなかだぜ。
どうも。
I don't understand how Cross and Nazi died, man. I don't. They committed suicide. That's gotta be. I can't see any other solution. I can't. I don't know why they commit suicide, the dumb idiots, but I guess they did. They locked the door and each of them killed themselves because, yeah, I don't see any other option. I'm sorry. I can't think of any other. I've been thinking about it for a while, but that second twilight is tricky, so it's... yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that for now. Let's go to the fourth twilight.
用事で表へ出たシャノンちゃんとカノン君がいつまでも戻らない。
ジョージ兄さんの騒ぎだし、全員で外に出てシャノン
さんはバラ庭園に行くもういた。
生きててくれと願ったぜも。僕は彼女が死んでいる
I don't
こと
trust George,
無論
but I trust
私も
Nanjo,
検視し
so she's dead.
彼女の死亡を確認しました。
二人が出かけた時、私たちはゲストハウスの戸締まりを確認するためにだから私たちにはみんなアリバイがないのです。
僕が殺すものか、僕に殺せるものか。
ジョージお兄ちゃんには殺せないね。
その後ジョージにシャノン殺しに限ってはジョージ兄さんには不可能なんだ。
Okay, George didn't kill Shannon.
逆に言えばジョージの兄貴以外なら。
犯人に悪用されるのを防ぐため、シャノンさんの持ってたマスターキーは
シャノンが殺されると以後、カノンのマスターキーも
まあ無粋だから割愛す。シャノンが死んだんだからそういうことになるわよね。
つまり死体はなくともシャノンとカノンは同時に殺されたという解釈でそうなるわ。
順調に事件が進んでいくな。
Okay, the fourth twilight seems simple enough to me. Whoever survived the first twilight could have easily killed them. Or, if George didn't do it, which it was confirmed that George didn't do it, if Jessica couldn't do it, then either Battle or Maria did it. Right? Battle or Maria. Right. Because it's either Battle or Maria or whoever the culprit from the first twilight is. So if Battler, Maria and George can still all be culprits, the Just because George didn't kill Shannon doesn't mean that George is not the culprit. It just means that there could be multiple culprits and George is just one of them. Moving on. Batter and Maria could have killed Shannon. Or whoever the survivors / survivor from the first Twilight is could have killed Shannon. So 4th Twilight seems easy enough to solve. That's not giving us much info. Let's go to 5th and 6th Twilights. Here's the problem. The culprit, before they were able to seal all the entire guest house, couldn't the culprit enter the guest house before they were done sealing the entirety of the guest house? What's stopping the culprits from doing that? They decided to go through some conclusions.
幸田さんも熊沢さんもこの傷では無たらしい死に方です。
この傷で生きてる。死んでるよ。幸田さんも熊沢さんも。
戸締まり確認、見回りとかで今回また俺たち全員アリバイがない。
そんなことはないよ。見てもあんな殺し方をしたら絶対に犯人は。
でもいとこ全員も、そして南條先生も返り血は浴びてないね。
私たち全員は、つまりいとこ4人と南條先生には幸田さんと熊沢さんは殺せない。
Okay. We'll choose to trust Jessica. So the culprit from the first Twilight / culprit entered the guest house before they were done locking it and killed them, and they're now currently hiding somewhere in the guest house.
となれば
犯人何者かの侵入を疑って調べたければゲストハウスの戸締まりは完璧だね。
George could be lying. So what? And also, the culprit could have entered before you guys were done locking it up. So George might not be lying still, but who knows?
犯人はやはり
それはありえねえぞ。マスターキーはもうここで死んでる2人の2本以外存在しない。
Battery could also be lying. I mean, they did destroy Shannon's and Cannon's master key. They destroyed Genji's master key, so Batter's actually not fully lying. But there's only these two that have master keys left. I'm gonna choose to believe what Batter's saying here, actually.
現存する2本のマスターキーがゲストハウスは完璧な密室なんだ。
完璧でないから人が死んだんだ。
The narration said that, okay? All master keys I've lost from here on out. Give me the 7th Twilight, please. Non-dual step. Give me that one. Okay.
殺されてる。
僕でさえこれは即死だったに違いない。
もし 締まりは完璧だよ。密室なのにどうして？
じゃあ俺たちの中に犯人。
それはありえない。状況から判断して私にもマリアにもバトラにもジョージ兄さんにも南條先生は殺せない。
Okay, so there's definitely an outsider.
そもそもゲストハウス内で南條先生を殺すことは不可能なんだ。
Inside the guest house. No one could kill the laundry inside the guest house, so it must have been done outside the guest house. If we trust George.
しかもこれを見つまりこいつは南條先生がゲストハウスを出ていない証拠だ。
Batter could be lying, and George could also be lying.
じゃあ南條先生はなのになんで？
One out of George or Batter is a culprit. These two statements contradict each other. If both of these statements are true, nobody could kill Nanjo. No one could kill Nanjo inside the guest house, and Nanjo didn't leave the guest house. These statements contradict each other. One out of George and Batter has to be a culprit. I choose to trust Jessica. But just because George or Batter didn't kill Nanjo does not mean that one out of the two of them are not culprits. Yeah, George or Batter gotta be the culprit. One of these two. It's gotta be these two. 100%. 100%. How can you say no one could kill Nanjo inside the guest house and also say that Nanjo didn't leave the guest house? But Nanjo's dead. If George is lying, that means you can't kill Nanjo inside the guest house. If Batter's lying, that means Nanjo did leave the guest house. Has to be. Has to be. Okay. If we narrow down the culprit either being Batter or George, that means we can trust what Maria is saying. Can we trust what poor little girl Maria is saying? If we trust what Maria is saying, that means Rosa can't be the culprit. Is that a too big of a leap in logic to say? Do I want to trust poor girl Maria? I want to trust Maria at this point, but we'll see, because these are contradicting statements. It's Twilight, the final one. Let me read the 8th Twilight. Let me read the 8th Twilight. And I'm gonna assume that Maria's speaking facts. I'm gonna assume that Maria's speaking facts and that the culprit is one out of George and Batter. Because of those contradicting statements. George or Batter, George or Batter, George or Batter. Yeah. I don't trust George. Do we choose to trust Maria? Let's entertain Maria. Let's entertain Maria. Let's entertain her. Jessica's really dead. There's no way she can live. If we choose to entertain Maria, then using our assumption that Jessica really has been dead, that really is dead, that means our assumption that Jessica's purple truths are red truths is true. Which means that the only culprits we have left is between, and if Maria is speaking facts, sorry, it's either George or Batter. It has to be at this point.
俺たちは3人でずっと一緒だった。
Okay.
俺もジョージの兄貴もマリアもジェシカは殺してね
Just keep
え
you
ぞ。
alive. Just keep you alive. Okay. Ah, okay. Okay. Do you have any information that narrows down the culprit to either being George or Backer? Any information? Is it George lying about his parents being dead? Or is it Backer lying about his parents being dead?
私たち3人にジェシカが殺すの。
If you choose... And Maria said that Jessica killed Jessica. So it must have been an outsider. If... Let's entertain Maria here. Please.
マリアちゃんに人なんか殺すもんか。マリアちゃんには誰も殺せないよ。
I can't trust you, George. I can't trust you saying that. But I do want to trust that Maria's...
ありがとう。ジョージお兄ちゃんだって大人は殺せる。
Oh.
子供は殺せるけど。
George could kill an adult. Amin, wait. He could kill a kid though. But no kids have died. Jessica's not a kid. No, just didn't kill Jessica either. All the deaths so far have been adults. The first Twilight, all adults. Cross and Nazi, adults. Shannon, questionable. But George didn't kill Shannon! Oh, Maria! George didn't kill Shannon, even if Shannon is considered a kid. Jessica said that in purple. Wait. Jessica, you... Wait. Dang, I'm pretty sure Jessica said in purple that George didn't kill Shannon. Oh. Battler, is it you? Battler, are you? Wait. He could kill a kid though. So George could kill Maria, but he couldn't. He could kill Maria, he could kill Jessica, and he could kill Shannon. Let's say that these three are kids. Let's say that everyone that isn't obviously an adult is a kid. George confirmed hasn't killed Shannon according to Jessica, and according to Maria hasn't killed Jessica either. And hasn't killed Shannon either, sorry. He hasn't killed Shannon, he hasn't killed Jessica. Okay. So George can kill an adult, which means George is not a culprit then. It's gotta be Battler then. Are we seriously... Bern, have you seriously made my gold Battler the culprit? George can kill... George only can kill an adult, he can kill a kid though. So George isn't a culprit. But if George isn't a culprit, that means everything George has said is facts. And if what George is saying is facts, that means Maria also isn't a culprit. Because George just said... Because George literally just said... He literally just vouched for Maria. Maria couldn't kill anyone. Backer, oh no. Is it you, Backer? That's it. Let's check Shannon's death first. It's gotta be... I think it's Battler. I think I'm gonna have to go with Battler here. Because... Let's check Shannon again. Oh, sorry, Jessica. Regarding the fourth Twilight. At least when Shannon said it was impossible for George Neeson to be the murderer. Oh... Battler, is it you, yeah? Is it you? And then he lied about Kiria and Rudolph dying. Is this what's going on here? It's just like the tea... Wow, it's just like the Tea Party of episode 7? Is this the message you're trying to send us, Bern? It's like the Tea Party of episode 7? Is this it? So what happened to Cross and Nazi? That's the only thing I haven't really properly understood yet. But they must be dead. Because people we decided to vouch have confirmed it. What is better said in purple? Yeah, of course. The dining hall. Yeah, that's sus. We still see the dining hall in the same way. That's sus. That's cap. Battler's line about that has to be. It said the dining hall. Dr. Nandro checked their pulse, then he must have told them and died instantly. Anyone could have killed her besides George on the key. None of us has an alibi. Lies. This proves that. Okay, this proves that Dr. Nandro didn't leave the guest house. But if you choose to trust George saying that no one could kill Dr. Nandro inside the guest house. So Nandro did leave the guest house. Okay, let's kill Jessica. Is the culprit battler, yo? Check purple by chapter. Is the culprit battler? So, let's go through this. The death of each parent was confirmed by their own child. Dr. Jedi confirmed that Genji-sama was dead. Okay, I mean, think up of a. Okay, let's try to ensure that the battler culprit theory works. Let's try and make a theory in which George is the culprit, and everyone else is speaking facts. If you go with that, what do we get? What do we get? They're all speaking facts. Okay, that's fine. Let's say this means that battler will be speaking facts. Let's say that. All the victims died instantly, okay? So, nothing suspicious was found in the dining hall really is fact. Let's assume that. But how could anyone have killed people in the... how could someone kill someone in the first Twilight if nothing suspicious found in the dining hall? Are you sure? No knife, no gun, no nothing? How did they kill him? Did they just punch him to death? There's so many reasons to distrust Bastler here, I feel like. But okay, let's assume it was possible for them to kill people in the first Twilight. And that it is George, Hideyoshi, and Eva. Let's go with that. No one's hiding in the dining hall either. Let's assume George is speaking facts. No, George is lying. So someone could but Cross vouch for George, and Cross isn't lying. So forget it. Okay, message is destroyed. Okay, next, second Twilight. Let's assume again. Is Battler speaking facts? We see that he sealed the dining hall the same way. If you assume so, but the thing is, Battler can still be speaking facts, and Hideyoshi and Eva could have still gotten away, couldn't they? Because everyone went to the parlor after talk. That's what the narration said. That everyone went to the parlor after done with the dining hall, meaning that Eva and Hideyoshi could have escaped before Battler said this purple statement that that they see the dining hall. So Battler doesn't necessarily need to be lying here. You also see the matching and yeah, Cross and Nazi committed suicide. That's my oh man, okay. How could I have killed her? as an alibi. So Ever Hideyoshi must have killed Shannon in this case. Because George could kill Shannon. Ever Hideyoshi then. Evan Hideyoshi got inside and killed Koren Kumasawa then. I guess that someone might have snuck in, so I checked around, but I guess it's still completely locked up. So the guest house wasn't completely locked up. Maybe George was lying here, the guest house wasn't completely locked up. Because Battle is speaking facts here. Battle is speaking facts, and George could be lying about the guest house being locked up, leaving room for Hideyoshi and Eva to have killed them. To kill Koren Kumasawa. Ooh. Okay. Jessica vouches for George's statement, so he's really dead. What did it happen? This is locked. Everything's locked up perfectly. So at this point, everything is locked up perfectly. Not during when Koren Kumasawa died, but when Nanjo died, everything's locked up perfectly. By then, everything's locked up perfectly. But if Mud is saying that everything's locked up perfectly there, why wouldn't it have been locked up perfectly back then, back when George said it? So let's say the quest house wasn't completely locked up here, and George is lying about this. Did someone else check the window and go, oh wait, it's not completely locked up here. Hey, I locked it up. There we go. Is that it? Or no, maybe George lied about this at this time, but then after he checked that his parents entered the guest house, then he locked it up, and that's why Mari can make the statement. That's why Mari can make the statement. I just locked up perfectly. Sure, that works. They could have killed Dr. Nanjo. No one could kill Dr. Nanjo inside the guest house. Let's assume this is a lie. So he was killed outside the guest house. And wait, sorry. So if this is proof that Dr. Nanjo didn't leave the guest house. Let's say this is facts, but someone could kill Dr. Nanjo inside the guest house. Let's assume this. Let's go with that. Mari-chan couldn't kill anyone. Hihihi. Okay, let's assume it's a lie and Mari could kill someone. Then... and Battle is speaking facts. And Mari's... then Mari will be speaking facts. But if Mari is speaking facts, then her saying George Onisha can kill an adult, he could kill a kid though. Sure, George could be lying here. Sure. But if Mari, the thing is, if Mari is speaking facts, then George couldn't have killed anyone. He can kill an adult. And we know George didn't kill Shannon, as proven by Jessica. George has an alibi. And same thing with Battle. George couldn't have killed Shannon. And according to Maria, George couldn't kill a kid. So George didn't kill Shannon, didn't kill Maria, didn't kill Jessica, didn't kill Batter. Those are all the characters that could be assumed to be kids have been confirmed to not be killed by George. And if Mari is speaking facts, George Onisha couldn't kill an adult. He could kill a kid though. this leads me to believe that George can kill. This leads me to believe that George is innocent. I'm sorry, Battler. It has to be. Maria, I think, vouches for George too much. I think that piece of information from Maria. Yeah. That piece of information from Maria vouches for George. George vouches for Maria. They vouch for each other. A happy family. George vouches for Maria. Maria vouches for George. Nobody vouches for Battler at all. And people who are dead can't be the culprit, which means they can't lie with the red shoes, with the purple statements. I don't know what the freak happened in the second Twilight, but we've been recording for how many hours? And I'm going to stick with Battler, I think. I think I'm gonna stick with Battler. Are there any lingering regrets, I mean? Anything still needed to be checked? Oh man, is there anything left, I mean? Are we sure that Battler's our final answer? Man. I'm trying to think if there's any other possibility. I'm thinking in silence, y'all. Just skip forward if you don't, if you think this is boring. By the way, I should say this. I'm thinking in silence, so skip forward. I'm trying to think of any other thing that I could be missing. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I've had some more time to think. So, let's see. Okay. Regarding George, right? Mother clears George, right? And George clears Maria. However, Cross and Nachi committing suicide in the second Twilight doesn't make sense. So this is what I've been thinking of for a while. Right? Cross and Nachi killing themselves and then before, locking the door first and then killing themselves doesn't make sense. Someone killed them. But how could have done that? Right? How could they have done that? Let's go back and rewatch the second Twilight. I gotta understand the second Twilight. Because I'm not confident in my theory yet.
奥様の部屋は施錠されておりました。
It's locked.
食堂の時と同じです。
Have a question. Is anyone currently hiding in the room then? Does anyone confirm that anyone's hiding in the room?
皆さんの許可を得て私が鍵を開けました。
Sure you did. Okay.
部屋の中に
Okay.
南條先生がそちら
はい、私が2人の死亡では間違いなく即死でした。
私は何かの手がかりがないか部屋中を探し回ったよ。その結果窓も扉も完全に施錠されていて密室だったことが分かった。
またしても密室。
Did you find anybody in the room?
またしてもマスターキーを持つ私たちが疑われることに。
しかし奥様に疑われていた私たちは
You guys are all
私たち使用人全員は
僕たち使用人
Fine.
こりゃ今度はさらに完璧な
最初の密室にはそして今度の密室には全員にアリバイがあることが分かった
Ah, okay. Wait. Okay. Okay.
この世界では使用人たちそのものが生きたマスターキーとなっている。その使用人たちのアリバイが完璧である以上夏日の部屋の施錠は不可能です。
僕たちは現場を保全する。
外からガムテープでベタベタと
Okay.
きっとこの部屋に警察が来るまで絶対誰ので
隣食堂も俺たちがさらに食堂も同様に封印した。
そもそも屋敷自体にも
屋敷全体に窓全部をはしごをかけて。
Alright, that's it. I don't need it anymore.
なるほどな。
どうか
夏日おばさんの部屋にいた2人を殺すこと自体はたやすい。
Okay.
ノックをして開けてもらえ。しかしその後に施錠ができない。
You can lock it afterwards.
施錠は使用人にしかでき、使用人全員にはあり。
使用人全員が。俺はそれより
食堂で死んでいた6人の誰かが生きていて犯行
Number 6.
ということか。
Because if the culprit is either George or Butler, and they have to have their parents along with them.
エリカの影響でどうにも
It's like the episode 7 Tea Party, man.
やつを疑わずにはいられない。
It's like the episode 7 Tea Party, I think.
最初の食堂の6人の犠牲者のだ。
ああ、そしてその後、そして内側から施錠し室内に隠れて木を見て逃げ出したんだ。
For good chance to escape, okay? But Birth denies this, right?
赤で語る第一の番の犯人は確実に6人を殺している。
Okay.
ならば密室の正体はこう。犯人は内側から施錠し、そして一同が退出した後。
いいわ。一同は退出と同時に部屋、その退出にそして夏日の部屋、食堂、屋敷のすべての封印は決して破られることはない。
No culprit joined the group as they left, okay?
ってことはつまり
なかなかだぜ。
どう？
Okay. Wait. Then I propose this. Either George or Batter is the culprit, okay? And Muddy probably isn't. Because, for multiple reasons. For one, they contradict each other. Gotcha. They contradict each other here. Where is it? Here. George says no one could kill Nanju inside the guest house. Batter says this is proof that Nanju didn't leave the guest house. If Nanju didn't leave the guest house and no one could kill Nanju inside the guest house, if both of these statements are true, then Nanju could not have been killed. Nanju didn't leave the guest house. No one could kill Nanju inside the guest house. So it's either George or Batter. One of them is guaranteed lying. And if you're lying with purple, you've got to be a culprit. Okay? Next. I think I figured out the second Twilight now. I think, yeah, after thinking about it a bit longer. Alright. So, say the culprit is George. He lied about Hideyoshi and Eva's death. Because George is a culprit. And then Hideyoshi and Eva went to Notting Cross's room, killed them, alright? But only one of them stayed behind and locked the door, while the other continued and did the rest of the killings. See that? Yeah, see that? And best part about it is, you might be thinking, but wait, Amin, wait. Alright, sure, then it's either George or Batter. But how about this? How do we decide on which one of them it is? I got it! It can't be Maria! Maria could not have been lying in the first Twilight about her mother being dead. Right? She cannot have been lying about this. The death of each of them was confirmed by their own child. Because Rosa doesn't have a husband. She doesn't have her husband or her boyfriend left for milk. Okay? So Rosa could not have pulled off the second Twilight alone. Meaning, it's gotta be either George or Batter. Okay, with one of their parents. But that means, yes, of course. That means Muddy's telling the truth. And if Muddy's telling the truth, this is big. big. This is big. This is big. This is big. This is big. If Mari's telling the truth, Jessica's dead, which means Jessica's telling the truth at all times. Mari then says George can kill an adult. He can kill a kid though. She clears George of not having killed anybody, and George also in turn clears Maria. The reason why Maria clears George, the reason why Maria's statement kills George is because George was already confirmed by Jessica. In this, let's see, where was it? Was it the fourth one? The fourth Twilight, cleared by Jessica, who we know is dead according to Maria. At least regarding Shannon's death, it was impossible for George Neeson to be the murderer. So George has been cleared of killing Shannon. He has been cleared of killing Maria and Battler and Jessica, right? Let's see Jessica's death. Who killed her? Battler could be lying, obviously, but Maria says the three of us couldn't have killed Jessica. So it couldn't be Battler, Maria, or George. So George didn't kill Jessica, or Maria, or Battler, or Shannon. Everyone that could be labeled kid. So Maria's statement means to me that George is not the culprit, he's not a murderer. Which means that George's statement is also true, Maria wouldn't kill anyone. So both of them are innocent. Battler, the answer is Battler, with the help of Katie and Rudolph, just like in the episode 7 Tea Party. Of course, if you think about Bern doing this, of course, Bern would give a puzzle where it follows the episode 7 Tea Party. In the same way as to humiliate Angie in the episode 7 Tea Party. That makes sense. That's my answer. That's my answer, I think. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna identify culprit. Oh, you can identify multiple? Yeah, okay. Alright, Bern. Okay. After a couple hours of thinking, I'm gonna go have the confirmed section. So Battler's one, and Kyrie and Rudolph. I think so. I think the evidence points at them. The thing is, Battler's gotta be working together with them. But Battler must be working together with them. Wait, let's go back before we confirm this choice. Maybe it's just... Is there a way for... No, maybe Battler isn't working along with them. No, he has to be working along with them. He has to be, obviously. Because of what Shannon says regarding the corpses. Shannon says the death of each one was confirmed by their own child. If Kyrie and Rudolph truly were dead, then Battler would confirm their deaths. So that's no way. Battler has to be working along with them. He has to be. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna choose these three. Has to be. Battler must be working together with them. For it to be possible, it has to be these three. Battler, Katie, and Rudolph. Has to be. And it adds up because of the episode 7 Tea Party. This is something sadistic that Bern would pull off. I'm gonna go with it. Confirm selection. I'm so scared, man. I'm so scared that it's wrong. I'm so scared. I think it is. I think it is these three. It has to be. Because the only way for the second Twilight to be possible. Okay. The only way for the second Twilight to be possible is if one person shot themselves in and the other person, after doing the murders, ran out and then continued to kill everyone else. Battler must have vouched for them to stay alive. The reason why it's not George is because Maria vouches for George not having killed a kid, and Jessica vouches for George to not have killed Shannon, so George didn't kill any kids. And everyone can vouch for each other for not having killed Jessica. Maria can vouch for everyone not having killed Jessica, including George. So it can't be George, and so And it can't be Maria. The reason why Maria's saying the truth is because it can't be Maria, because she cannot have been working together with Rosa. Because you need two to be capable of doing the second Twilight murders. Battler can still be telling the truth when it comes to a couple of things, such as the dining hall actually being sealed. But what I got, this is what I got. I'm gonna go with this. Hopefully, I'm gonna confirm selection. I've confirmed it. I think it's glass break. Okay, we got a glass break. Please. Please. The visitor who came late. Am I right? Angie. You know what? I'm gonna have things there. I actually am, because we've been going on for so long, and let's get the glass break. I'm gonna leave it on a cliffhanger, so that if you don't know whether my choices were right or wrong, we'll find out next time. Alright? So, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, at least as much as I enjoyed reading it. And we'll see you next time if all my theory crafting led to a decent answer there. So yeah, but we'll see next time. And Angie's screaming about. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this at least as much as I enjoyed theory crafting. This has been a very, very fun part for me. A very, very fun part. Because I love how interactive this episode has been. I hope it continues like this for the rest of the visual novel. I hope it continues like this. I want more interactive elements. So yeah, I've definitely enjoyed this a lot. We'll see you next time if it's right or wrong. Thanks for watching this. And yeah, alright, y'all. Peace.